All right. Well, I want you to pay close attention to this conversation. Okay. I saw these three amigos teaching the Trinity earlier to people, and people are going, wow, okay, I see it. And, he's trying to draw a parallel between Adam and Eve and their echad or whatever. One flesh, Adam, see, one man. It was just a complete disaster. Okay. And I thought, wow, it's kind of like taking candy from a baby. I'll go on there and I'm going to bring the heat to them because I'm all Bible. Okay. I'm not going to let Sam take me through his theological Disneyland. All right. So when I came on, I said, I have a teaching problem with what you teach, Sam. And they're like, how, what do you mean? And I said, well, nobody in the Bible teaches a Trinity. Nobody presents it. Nobody argues for it. Nobody tries to make the case for it. He said, well, what do you mean? I said exactly what I said. And they said, well, just because nobody does that doesn't mean it's not true. See the ignorance of these people? Okay. So, oh yes, God's going to be a complex Trinity, a complex in his unity God that consists of three persons, but nobody in the Bible ever tells us this. So when we have clear statements from Christ that God the Father is the only true God and Jesus is the Messiah, and Paul says we have but one God the Father and one Lord Jesus Christ, no mention of a third person of the Trinity there, then we are going to assume in 20,000 times that God uses single personal pronouns, that God's actually three. Okay, that would be something out of this world, right? Out of this galaxy. You would expect somebody to try and bring you to this truth, to try and explain the complexity of God. It's beyond our understanding how God can be three persons and one God, three who are God, but yet one God, right? Try to make sense of it. A rudimentary analogy, three sheep, three swords, three clouds, something. But the doctrine of the Trinity is as absent from the Bible as Jimmy Hoffa. Okay, so they wiggled, they jiggled, they giggled, but they were not able to answer my question, and they kicked me off to save face and then they said, he's manifesting. See, I see what you say, Sam. They manifest. Oh, yes. Talk about gaslighting. No. So Sam is 0 and 7 with me. Okay. Every time I've gone on this channel, he runs. He's a theological track star. He is not somebody who can defend the Trinity properly. Okay. He's done this full time for 20 years, so he knows the Bible, but his exegesis is as weak and as limp as a wet noodle. He's not too bright. Like, he's not a Mensa scholar, I should say that. Okay, he's good with the Bible, but as far as attacking arguments, he runs. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this conversation, but pay attention to the simplicity of my question. Show me in the Bible somebody, just one person trying to argue for your case, try to get up and preach. The Sam does this day in and day out. The Trinity is true, everybody. I'll show you the Trinity in the garden. I'll show you this. He's just all over trying to make the case for it. But nobody in the Bible ever tries to make the case for it, okay? So it's game over.
Well, can you find the Trinity? Well, can you find the Trinity?
It's me and only me. I'm God. If it was a Trinity, I think that it would be kind of odd. Cause how can 3 be 1 but 1 be 3?
All right, let's bring in Trinity Slayer and see what they've got. If they can slay the Trinity. You there?
Trinity's gonna slay him now.
Yep, I'm here.
All right, what's going on? I guess you're not a Trinitarian, are you?
Ex-Trinitarian.
Ex-Trinitarian. Okay. Yeah. So what's going on? You've got philosophical, scriptural objections to the Trinity. What do you have?
No, I have a teaching objection.
A what?
A teaching objection.
What do you mean by that?
By nobody tries to get up and tries to argue or make the case that Sam's trying to make in the Bible.
That no one gets up and tries to make Sam's case?
No, nobody tries to convince anybody that God's a three-person being at all. Nobody.
The Trinity keeps me.
Can you show me where they said God is one person?
Reality. I can believe anything that I want. I can't believe my uncle is my aunt.
Well, don't change the subject.
Can you show me where they argued like you did? Don't manifest.
The burden of proof is on you.
Okay,
Can you show me? Can you show me?
So you're not able to answer my question. Okay.
jump in here. Just to jump in here for one moment. I mean, you do call yourself the Trinity Slayer, and of course, even if it were the case that no one had attempted to show that God is a Trinity in the past, it could still obviously be true that God is a Trinity. I'm wondering. I mean, so like, do you have an argument against the actual doctrine, or are you just trying to make a sociological point about what people have claimed?
Scripturally,
When you can present somebody trying to argue the argument that Sam's trying to argue with, then we can go from that. But nobody does.
Yeah,
So it's
I remember
like
you all.
I mean, what do you mean?
Cinderella.
What do you mean nobody does? Obviously, Sam does. You concede yourself that Sam makes this
Sam
argument.
Yeah, no,
Right,
no,
okay,
no,
well,
no.
he's somebody. He's somebody, isn't he?
Chris, brother, I think I know this guy. This
Sam
guy
is not a prophet. Sam is not a prophet.
Brother, if you're going to talk over me like you do with Matt Slick, we're going to muzzle and get you out of here. Calm down. I remember you are. Take it easy. Breathe. I'm going to shish
waiting.
them up. Hold on. Are you the guy that rejects the words of Paul and only goes with the words of Jesus?
So you're not able to answer my question, Sam?
Are you the guy that rejects the words of Paul and only goes with the words of Jesus?
No, actually, I believe Paul. Paul says we have one God the Father.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Open up my screen. We're going to go with that one. 1 Corinthians 8:6.
Oh, no. I don't want to go through a theological Disneyland with you,
No,
Sam.
no,
I want
you're going to go through it. You want to see how Paul taught. Don't run. I know
Sam,
you're
so you
scared.
can't answer the question.
I'm going to show you that Paul's...
No. You can kick me off, but I'm not going to have you.
Yeah, this isn't gonna work, bud.
Engage the text. Here we go. Your text. Okay. Don't
I
let him
muted
run.
him. I muted him.
No, I don't
So
want him wrong.
we'll see.
Yeah, I know he's going to
Well,
manifest.
we'll see if he sticks around. Make your
Okay.
point.
I want to now show you how the Trinity's going to slay you and your fake God. But come on up. You went here. Yet to us, there's but one God the Father, from whom all things are all things. What are the all things that come from God the Father?
That's not a teaching of a Trinity, Sam.
Can you answer the question? Don't be scared. What are the
I'm
all
not. But
things?
what you're trying to do is you're trying to present something and teach me something.
Bye-bye.
Nobody teaches. Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. I thought so.
Bye-bye, you little son of Satan. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. No, they can't be none of us. See, Chris.
Man, yeah, no, I mean, I used to. What's funny is I used to be like not a fan of when you said that people were manifesting, but it's legit. I think people do manifest.
Chris, that's why stay in academia, because you're gonna lose your hair. Now, what do I want to do with this one for you?
Wow! Oh, wise guy, eh? Woo! Hey, cut it out! Certainly! Spread out, spread out!
Common sense Christianity.